Hey there. You won't believe what Congress just announced. A brand new stimulus payment is hitting bank accounts in just a few days. This isn't a rumor or clickbait. It's happening on January 25th, and you might be one of the millions of Americans eligible for this $4,564 payment. Stay with me because I'm going to show you exactly who qualifies and how to make sure you don't miss out on this money. What makes this even more exciting is that it's specifically designed to help those who need it most: Social Security recipients and individuals with disabilities. Before we dive deep into all the details you need to know, take a quick second to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Why? Because in these uncertain economic times, staying informed about stimulus payments and financial opportunities could literally put thousands of dollars in your pocket. If you find this information helpful, smash that like button. It helps more people discover this crucial information that could significantly impact their financial situation. Now, let's talk about why this stimulus payment is different from anything we've seen before. Unlike previous stimulus programs that cast a wide net, this one is specifically targeted at Social Security recipients and Americans with disabilities. This isn't just another general stimulus. It's a carefully crafted response to the unique challenges faced by millions of Americans who rely on fixed incomes while dealing with record-high inflation and skyrocketing living costs. The timing couldn't be more critical, as many households are still recovering from the economic aftershocks of recent years. You might be wondering why Congress chose this specific amount of $4,564. This wasn't a random number pulled out of thin air. The amount was carefully calculated based on several key economic indicators, including the current inflation rate, average cost of living increases across the country, and the rising expenses specifically affecting Social Security recipients and disabled Americans. Think about it. When was the last time a stimulus payment was this precisely targeted to address the actual needs of specific groups? Let's dive into the eligibility criteria, because this is where things get really interesting. The primary qualification centers around your current status with Social Security benefits. Are you receiving regular Social Security retirement benefits? Are you a recipient of Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI? Do you currently receive Supplemental Security Income, SSI? These are the fundamental questions that will determine your eligibility. But there's more to it than just receiving these benefits. Something that many people don't realize is how your income level plays into this. While this stimulus payment is primarily targeted at Social Security recipients and disabled individuals, there are still income thresholds to consider. Your adjusted gross income from your most recent tax return plays a crucial role in determining your eligibility. This is important because even if you receive Social Security benefits, exceeding certain income thresholds could affect your eligibility or the amount you receive. Here's where things get really interesting: the automatic payment system. The government has learned from previous stimulus rollouts and has streamlined the process significantly. If you're eligible, you won't need to fill out any complicated forms or navigate confusing government websites. The payment will be automatically deposited into the same account where you receive your regular Social Security benefits. However, this brings up an important point. What if your banking information has changed? If you've recently moved, changed banks, or updated any of your personal information, you'll want to ensure the Social Security Administration has your current details. While the payment is automatic, it can only be successful if your information is up to date. I'll explain exactly how to verify and update your information later in this video, so stay tuned for that crucial information. The January 25 payment date wasn't chosen arbitrarily. This date aligns with the existing Social Security payment schedule, which helps ensure a smooth and efficient distribution process. However, it's important to understand that while January 25 is the official payment date, some recipients might see their payments arrive a few days earlier or later depending on their bank's processing times and other factors. Don't panic if you don't see the money exactly on January 25, that there's a window of several days during which payments will be processed and deposited. Let's talk about something that many people are concerned about: taxes. Will this stimulus payment be taxed? How will it affect your tax return for the upcoming year? These are crucial questions that could impact your financial planning. The good news is that, like previous stimulus payments, this one is structured as a tax credit, which means it won't be counted as taxable income. However, there are some important considerations regarding how this payment might interact with other benefits or tax credits you receive. One aspect that sets the stimulus payment apart is its potential for supplemental amounts. Depending on your specific situation, you might be eligible for additional funds beyond the base amount of $4,564. Factors that could qualify you for supplemental payments include having eligible dependents, specific types of disabilities, or qualifying for multiple benefit programs. This is why it's crucial to understand all aspects of the program. You don't want to leave money on the table that you're entitled to receive. Many viewers have been asking about how this new stimulus payment relates to previous payments they might have missed. This is particularly important for those who never received earlier stimulus payments or received incorrect amounts. The good news is that the government has established processes for claiming missed payments, and this new stimulus doesn't affect your eligibility for claiming previous payments you might have missed. Let's address a common concern: what happens if you're eligible but don't receive your payment? The government has set up specific channels for addressing these situations. I'll explain the exact steps you need to take if your payment doesn't arrive as expected. This includes who to contact, what information you'll need to have ready, and how to track the status of your payment. Being prepared with this information can save you weeks of frustration and uncertainty. Another important aspect to consider is how this stimulus payment might affect other benefits you receive. Many people worry that accepting this payment could impact their eligibility for other assistance programs. I'll explain exactly how this payment interacts with other benefits like SNAP food stamps, Medicare, Medicaid, and housing assistance. Understanding these interactions is crucial for making informed decisions about your benefits. For those who are caregivers or representatives for Social Security recipients, there are special considerations to keep in mind. How does this payment work for individuals with representative payees? What about those in care facilities or group homes? These situations require specific attention to ensure the payment reaches the intended recipient properly. One of the most valuable aspects of this stimulus program is its recognition of the unique challenges faced by disabled Americans. The payment takes into account the additional expenses often associated with disabilities, including medical care, specialized equipment, and accessibility modifications. This acknowledgement of these extra costs is reflected in how the payment amount was determined. Looking ahead, it's important to understand how this stimulus payment fits into the broader economic picture. What does this mean for future support programs? How might this impact future Social Security cost of living adjustments? While we can't predict the future with certainty, understanding these relationships can help you better plan for your financial future. For those wondering about the application process, there isn't one, and that's by design. The automatic nature of this payment is intended to reduce barriers and ensure that eligible recipients don't miss out due to complicated paperwork or technical difficulties. However, this makes it even more important to ensure your information with the Social Security Administration is current and accurate. Let's talk about some common myths and misconceptions about this stimulus payment. There's a lot of misinformation circulating on social media and various websites, and it's crucial to separate fact from fiction. I'll address some of the most common misconceptions I've seen, helping you understand exactly what's true and what isn't about this payment. One aspect that hasn't received enough attention is how this stimulus payment can be used strategically to improve your financial situation. While there are no restrictions on how you can use the money, I'll share some suggestions for maximizing the impact of this payment on your long-term financial health. This could include paying down high-interest debt, building an emergency fund, or investing in necessary medical equipment or home modifications. It's worth noting that this stimulus payment also includes provisions for certain categories of veterans and their dependents. If you receive VIA benefits in addition to Social Security, there are specific details you need to know about how these programs interact and what it means for your payment. For those who help manage finances for elderly or disabled family members, understanding the details of this stimulus payment is crucial. I'll explain what you need to know about helping your loved ones ensure they receive their payment and how to properly manage these funds if you're acting as a caregiver or financial representative. As we wrap up, let me remind you of the key actions you need to take right now. First, verify that your information with the Social Security Administration is current. Second, mark January 25th on your calendar and keep an eye on your bank account around that date. Third, make sure you understand how this payment might interact with your other benefits and financial planning. Remember, accurate information is your best tool for navigating government benefits and financial opportunities. If you found this information helpful, please share this video with anyone who might be eligible for this payment. Our community grows stronger when we help each other stay informed about these important financial opportunities. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on future stimulus payments and government benefits. I'm committed to bringing you the most accurate and timely information about financial opportunities that could benefit you and your family. Drop a comment below with any questions you have. I read every comment and tried to help as many people as possible understand these complex financial matters. Thank you for staying with me through all this important information. Remember to check your bank account around January 25th and keep an eye on your notifications for any updates or changes to this stimulus program. Until next time, stay informed, stay prepared, and make sure you're not leaving any money on the table that you're entitled to receive.